All right, everybody, get your coffee, buckle in. We're in for a ride for the next 2 weeks. So there are 3 sections in class today. The first module is what I call attribution foundations. What is a problem statement? How do you define the problem in a way that is solvable? The second is kind of now going into the solutions themselves, different tools and techniques you can deploy to solve the problem. And then the last section is a panel discussion. We have 2 very, very smart, incredibly talented and accomplished ladies in class. One is Christy Lind. She is the COO of Canvas Worldwide, along with Gail Buffington. She is a marketing and analytics leader.
One of the best things that I can advise a client on, a marketer on, is to always set aside budgets for test and learn, where that ambiguity can absolutely live. If it's like a 90-10 or an 80-20, there's a tolerance level that every organization has, and it's my job on the agency side to really help understand what that tolerance level is, so that there's a place for ambiguity to live and where ambiguity doesn't live, right?
We've gone from a point now, because we have so much data and so much potentially actionable data, that you've really moved from an area where, leaders used to say, oh, I don't know if we can make this decision, we don't have the data on it, to now we see people saying, oh, we can't make that decision, the data's kind of conflicting, or, I don't know if we can find this for the data.
I'm trying to figure out, what is my measurement strategy? What is my activation strategy for my brand? And having this historical context in mind can really help you craft your own strategy with a little bit more understanding of where the space is going, right? All right, pause. Any questions?
So me and my colleague, we work at Open Store. So we are a collection of smaller Shopify-based brands. We are around 50 brands, and we run them together to our biggest brand. And our smaller brands will all be in the tail, and all our impact is really in our smaller brands.
I'm Vishnu, and one of the things I've noticed is that it gets more complicated when the business tries to start differentiating between new acquisition and retention.
Yeah.
And so I think the question I had was on the note of incrementality testing, I'm curious, what's a good way to go about estimating?
Do you have a best practice about how you go about choosing a look back window for reporting?
Quick question. You said the advanced attribution number. I would love some additional context on that. Is that the numbers that we're getting from the client? Or?
There is good measurement that enables marketers to make better decisions. And all we're trying to do is to help use measurement as a decision support tool to help you take all of this data and turn this into decisions, right? I'm going to jump into a case study. This is called sensitivity analysis. When we do triangulation for one specific channel, there's a lot of interpretation. Every time we do it for brand A versus brand B versus brand C, the results are not as the interpretation is not straightforward, even though the process is the same. Okay, last any thoughts before we close the class?